No Man's Sky had a rocky launch, to say the least, but over the years, it's received tons of free updates while having absolutely no microtransactions. Today, No Man's Sky is an absolutely fantastic game, and the world's updates are the best updates the game has gotten so far, both Part 1 and Part 2. We've gotten updates to combat, ship customization, land vehicles, building, city management, and multiplayer. All of these things we've gotten updates on in the past. But the heart of No Man's Sky has always been discovery and exploration. I first picked up the game a handful of years ago around the release of No Man's Sky Next. I loved the game for a while and enjoyed discovering, exploring, and naming different planets throughout my interstellar travels. I enjoyed using all of the things that the updates had brought No Man's Sky at this point. After a good while, though, it felt like I'd seen most of what No Man's Sky had to offer. I knew there was more out there, plenty of stuff I hadn't seen because the random generator, but that same generator had become a bit bland to me and predictable after a while of playing. There's tons of ways to have fun in No Man's Sky, and even more now than ever. But without that sense of wonder, that yearning for the next unique landscape, the game just became kind of hollow for me. The Worlds updates, again, both Part 1, which came out a while ago, and Part 2, which just came out recently, have completely fixed that for me, adding tons of new and interesting things to the game's random planet generation, creating tons of new worlds across the galaxy, making me more excited than ever to hop back into No Man's Sky and see what new wonders await. The first Worlds update gave us a massive graphics overhaul, as well as tropical planets with floating islands, a plethora of new creatures to find, glacial sub-zero worlds, volcanic worlds, and even desert worlds with giant dune-sized sandworms. Now, we have Worlds Part 2, fleshing out the planets and its galaxies even further. Starting with once again many graphics overhauls, allowing for more distinction between all the different things creatures, planets, ships, allowing for little distinctions of, details because we have more details and all that. And the update has also given us new, deep, Subnautica feeling underwater areas. Super cool. Gas giants with huge storms and hellish landscapes. We've been told these are in game areas. And once again, a ton of new creatures, including seahorses and massive sea monsters. Also, we've gotten dense jungle planets and even these toxic worlds covered in polyps. These updates really fulfill No Man's Sky's ambitions, making space exploration even more interesting and making your discoveries feel that much more unique. Even with the patch notes telling us the kinds of worlds and creatures that have been added, thanks to No Man's Sky's random generation tech, we don't know exactly what's out there. But one thing I do know is my thirst for exploration and discovery amongst the stars can always be quenched by No Man's Sky.